Hey, I'm Silvio Perez. I'm the founder of AdConversion.com. And in this video, I want to teach you 5 unconventional ways that you can use the LinkedIn Ads library to uncover more insights and inspiration. Now, most advertisers know the LinkedIn Ads library exists and the basics of it. You go here, you search a competitor or a relevant brand, and voila, you see their ads. In this video, I want to take it deeper and go through some unconventional approaches that you may not be aware of. So the first way that you can use the LinkedIn Ads library is to find conversation ad copy. So if you come here and you actually search the percentage first name, just like this will allow you to filter and see conversation ad copy. So I'm going to click search, and now I can see different copy examples from all different brands where they're using this first name parameter. It'll also actually pull in spotlight ads as well if they're using it for spotlight ads. But typically combo ads are more common, so you'll see a lot more examples of combo ads. So you can just scroll through here and you can get examples of all different types of conversation ad copy, add it to your swipe file, and build up that inspiration. If you want to specify this for a specific competitor, let's just say Udemy, for example, I can type in Udemy here, add that on top of my parameter, and now I can see Udemy's specific conversation ad copy. So if you know conversation ads is something that your competitor is using heavily and you're really interested in seeing how they're structuring their messages, you can do this. So now I can click into view details and I can see exactly how they wrote the message and the CTA labels as well. So you can kind of get a sense of what is the flow that they're setting up with their conversation ad copy. So that is the first unconventional way that you can use the LinkedIn Ads library. That's quite powerful that you may not be aware of. The second way you can use the LinkedIn Ads library is to identify localization campaign opportunities. So let's just go ahead and use Udemy for the sake of example. And if you're not sure what localization means, it's just advertising outside of English. So English is by far the most competitive language. So anytime you have the opportunity to advertise outside of it, you're usually rewarded with lower costs in terms of CPCs and CPMs. The downside of localization campaigns is you need to actually be able to speak in that language, sell in that language. So for example, if I wanted to advertise in Spanish, I should be able to speak in Spanish, sell in Spanish, write copy in Spanish, translate my landing pages in Spanish, and the whole 9. So it could be really worthwhile if you have the resources to support that. So let's just go ahead and use Udemy here for an example. And I want to understand, is Udemy advertising outside of English? Are they running localization campaigns? So I'm going to come here to countries, select all, and then I'm going to deselect the countries in which I'm currently advertising. So I am advertising right now in the US. So I'm going to unselect the US here. I'm going to change my date range to this month because I want to see if they're currently advertising outside of English. And I'm going to click search. And now I can see just from the top few spots that they are advertising outside of English and they are running localization campaigns. So now the question becomes, what language is this and where are they advertising if it's just not inherently obvious? So if I click on this ad, I can see here under ad impressions where they're actually advertising this ad. So I've got here France as 96% in terms of countries with the most impressions. So I can put 2 and 2 together here and say, okay, this ad is speaking French and they're targeting people who live in France and they're trolley driving people to a landing page in French. So they're running a localization campaign targeting France specifically. So then now the question becomes, can I sell in French? Do I have somebody on my sales team? If I'm a product-led business, can I optimize my experience so that I can support the French language? So you can start to get strategic here on if this is a direction that you want to head in terms of a localization campaign. Now let's get a little bit more specific. Maybe you identified after reviewing your revenue data that you're getting a good amount of deals from Germany and you're not even doing anything to really localize for the German market, and you're already getting opportunities there. So now the question is, okay, should I advertise in German? Is my competitor advertising in German? Does it make sense for me to go through this effort? So let's just go back to the Udemy example. I'm going to search Udemy and I'm going to come here to under countries and I'm going to filter down by the specific country that I'm considering advertising in, and I'm going to click search. And now I'm going to scroll through and see, is my competitor running localization campaigns in this target language? So I can scroll through here and I can see, wait a second, they are. So if I click on the ad, I can see 98% of their impressions are going to Germany, and this ad is written in German. So this is a cool, unconventional way for you to use the library to identify these localization campaign opportunities so that then you can reverse engineer and decide if it makes sense for you and your business. Okay, so the third unconventional way you can use the LinkedIn Ads library is to study competitive offers. So if you come back here to the search bar, you can actually search by keywords, and you can search by the keyword that contains your specific offer. So let's assume you're a sales-led business and you're trying to drive demo requests if you're SaaS. So you're gonna come here and you're gonna type demo, and you're gonna click search, and now you can see all these different ads that appear promoting demo requests. You can even get a little bit more specific. You can filter by a specific country. You can filter down by your date range, so you can see more relevant ads in terms of recency. And then you can see all the different ads here that have demo in the copy. So for example, if I open this ad up here, I wanna see why are they showing up for demo? And if I click Control F demo, I can see that this is why, because in their CTA description, they have demo in here. So just know that the library does not discriminate. If they see the word demo in the copy, they're gonna pull it up. So just do some due diligence when you're scrolling through. And if there is an ad that catches your attention, just look into it and make sure that they actually are promoting demo requests. And it wasn't just an actual, like a faulty pool where the library showed it and they're not really focusing on demo. So you can continue this process for any offer. So maybe I'm promoting free trials. I can come here and I can search trial, and you can see here I've got all kinds of examples promoting trial as an offer. And you can just continue the same process, like events. If I search event, you have to get creative sometimes in terms of the offers that you search, but I can see here these are different ads promoting some sort of event. Let's just say webinar, and so on and so forth. You can use this exact same process, which is quite cool. Okay, so the fourth unconventional way you can use the LinkedIn Ads library is to study creative concepts. So when you think of an ad, most people just think of the copy of the ad and then just the visual itself. I recommend that you dive a little bit deeper. So the essence of the ad is two parts. It's the concept and it's the angle. And in this case, we really want to focus on what are the creative concepts that are being visualized before us. So the concept is the overall look and feel of the ad. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of one brand that does a lot of great creative testing. And if I scroll through here, I can see many different creative concepts that are being shown to me. So for example, this one first on the left, you could say the creative concept here is a quote, because they're using this quote bubble, and this is how they're showcasing the ad visually. This second one here could be classified as typography in terms of the creative concept, because it's primarily text and it's very large text, prominating their key problem here, which is generic demos suck. If I keep scrolling down here, I can see we've got memes, we've got before and afters, and a whole bunch of different other examples. So look through your competitors' ads and understand what are the creative concepts that they're repeating often, so you can take that and then potentially test your own variations of a similar concept. Again, creative concepts are just the overall look and feel of the ad, so classify it in the way that makes the most sense for you, but they can be all kinds of things: before and afters, product mock-ups, user-generated content, memes, stats and research, quotes, AI-generated creative, and the list goes on. And once you start to think in this way, you're gonna get so much more creative in all the different ways that you can brainstorm creatively to be able to showcase your offers and alongside your copy. Okay, so the fifth and final unconventional way you can use the LinkedIn Ads library is to tear down landing pages and review them. So let's go back to my Udemy example. I'm gonna search Udemy here, and I wanna understand, all right, for Udemy, how are they handling the post-click experience? So when somebody actually clicks on their ad, what does the landing page look like? So let's actually use this one right here, because we've been talking about localization campaigns, and we can see we have this ad, again, targeting France, and their copy is in French. So if I click on the CTA button here, it'll actually open up their landing page. And here I can actually study the post-click experience. So number one, what is the first thing that stands out to me is that the copy here is in French, which is fantastic, right? If you're doing localization campaigns, you need your copy, your creative, and your pages localized in the native language that you're targeting. So good job on Udemy there. Then I can scroll through here and just kind of make note of what are the things that I think they're doing well, what can be improved, and what am I gonna take from this so I can make my own better, unique version. So if I scroll through here, I can just look through the page, and I mean, just looking at this off the top of my head, I can already see a ton of things that they can do better. One thing that I like that they did well is they have this image here of this person, and the gradient matches the theme from the ad that I clicked. So let me actually take a step back. What was the ad? It was this one here. So that purple gradient is similar, but what they could do to make it even better is if the creative actually showcased this woman in the ad, then it'll create a better post-click experience. Thing that they're not doing so well is they barely have any content on this page. They don't have a section that really speaks to the problem. They have these logos, and that's really it. They can do a lot better job showing social proof and kind of speaking to how Udemy can help them, specifically these people in the French market. So there's a lot of things I think they can do better. So you can use the library and you can follow the same exact process to look at the post-click experience for any brand or competitor. So let's just search your demo. If I want to look at this example of this ad and I click request demo, it'll take me to their actual page, and then now I can study it, get inspiration, and see what are they doing well, what are they doing bad, and ultimately what can I do from this. I hope you found this video helpful, these 5 unconventional ways. If you want to dive further into this topic, then I recommend that you check out my blog that I wrote on the AdConversion.com site. I'll link it for you in the description box down below. And if you want to learn more about LinkedIn ads, then check out our videos here that are relevant to LinkedIn ads that I think you'll find very interesting and helpful. And if you have suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.